Hey guys, I'm Munroe from Kobo. Thank you so much for having me. It's been awesome just learning and seeing what you guys are doing. I've been with Kobo since 2013, so I've seen the indie revolution through the last many years, but I do think this is like a whole new wave of disruptors doing something even different from what sparked that whole success in the first place. So it's really awesome to see what you're doing. You want us to sit? All right, I'll take a seat. I've had a lot of conversations with exclusive authors, and it's almost like you're embarrassed to talk to me, but obviously don't be embarrassed by your success. I'm happy for you and proud of you, and here just to talk about what opportunities exist outside of Amazon. So I'm never going to tell an author not to make money however you're making it, but I do want to talk about the opportunities that we can offer you and how a lot of our authors are succeeding by going wide and making quite a bit of money doing that, earning 6 figures with Kobo alone every year, and that's probably 5% of their income. So the pie can be spread across other retailers, and we're here to help you do it.
Hi, I'm Dan Wood from Digital. I got a chance to talk to a whole lot of you, and so I know a lot of you have used our services before, but for those of you who don't, Digital is a distributor, so we help you get to places like Kobo, iBooks, Barnes & Noble. You have an option to go from one place to upload your book to many distributors, and we make a lot of tools to help save you time during the whole process, because if you're having to upload your book to 7 different portals, if you're having to load your tax information and go through all of that nonsense, it can be very time consuming. We built a lot of free tools. We've got an ebook converter where you can upload a Word document and we will convert it for free for you, no matter if you use our service or if you don't. So I get to talk to a lot of authors. I go to a lot of conferences, and they're interested in going wide, especially for risk diversification. There are a lot of opportunities wide, especially in the international markets. I assume nearly everyone here is American, but there are people from all over the world. Amazon's so dominant in the US, but it's not dominant everywhere. Kobo is in Canada, and when they think of ebooks, they think of Kobo. And so there are opportunities out there. You do have to kind of look at the money. I'm not a big fan of having exclusivity. I think KU is awesome, but I wish they did not require you to be exclusive. I think it's bad for you as authors. I think it's bad for readers. I've seen the emails where a reader is cussing out an author for going into KU or out of KU. You just can't win in that scenario. If you're in KU, there are many, many countries where people will never be able to buy your books because Amazon isn't in that country and it's not a big market enough for them to care about. And so, I would say with going wide, the things to look at are talk to other authors and see some genres do very, very well wide, some do not. I think where you see like very, very niche subgenres, Amazon does a great job of having a location for them and an easy way for readers to find them. And some of the other retailers just don't, and so that makes it difficult to succeed. If you're writing something as specific as like boat action thrillers, there's just not a category on Kobo yet, right?
Not yet.
Yeah. So anyway, we do want to leave a lot of time for questions, and so I'm going to go ahead and pass it on to Damon.
Hi. Excuse me. I'm Damon Courtney from BookFunnel. Thank you. I have enjoyed the conference the last couple of days. I hope you've all enjoyed the 15-hour Kindle Unlimited presentation. We appreciate the chance to offer our 30-minute rebuttal. I am, for those who don't know, BookFunnel is actually not involved with any stores at all. We do delivery outside of the traditional store system. So I don't really have a horse in this race, but I'm happy to sit up here and answer questions and talk about going wide. I published 3 books. The last book was 2 years ago, and I started writing code, and I really haven't gone back to publishing, so I don't have a lot to say on that. But I am here to answer questions about BookFunnel and just talk about any general questions or anything that I contribute on going wide. We do talk to a lot of authors. We have thousands of authors who use our service, many of them in KU, many of them out. So we see all kinds of things that readers do and all kinds of things that authors do.
So one thing I want to say, like Damon's company does such a great job of helping you connect to readers. And I think that's really the key to success in the long term with any option, if you go exclusive or wide, is you want to make sure and capture your reader tribe. You know, Michael mentioned finding his author tribe, and that's an important thing. But you want to connect to your readers and make sure you have the relationship with them, and you're not just being sold by Amazon to them.
Do we want to take questions?
Yeah, we're happy to open it up to questions.
Oh, good, lots of questions.
Go for it.
How do we get into a library system?
I can happily answer that question. So how do we get into libraries? I think that's an awesome rebuttal to KU right there. You can upload to Kobo Writing Life. Overdrive is actually our sister company. So Kobo is owned by Rakuten, which is the Japanese company on the scale of Amazon. It's a huge global conglomerate. So they own both of us. And if you upload your titles for free to Kobo Writing Life, and a lot of people say it's the easiest dashboard in the industry, way easier than Amazon. So if you're used to that, it's going to be very easy for you to get your books up. There's a box, you click upload my books to Overdrive, and it goes to libraries. You set a library price, which libraries are used to paying 3 times the list price, and you get 50% of that. So let's say your book is typically $3.99, you put it on sale, $9.99, $10.99, and you're going to get $5. And we report that monthly. And for the people with readers who are telling you that they can't afford to buy books, that's your answer right there. You say it's free, get it from your library. And when they go to their library and ask for it, you get that sale and you get 50%. So you have the capability to really scale and make a good amount of money from libraries, which is pretty exciting.
Drive to Digital just recently added Overdrive as well, so if you are using our system, it's one of the options now. It's been doing phenomenally. It's kind of amazed us how well, because we've been watching other places where they've had Overdrive for a while and not seeing a lot of sales out of it. We're also already in talks with several of the other library distributors that are out there, like Biblioteca, I think. And then there's people like Hoopla. There's a number of library providers throughout the world. Overdrive is the majority of library sales, digital sales at least. I would say if you have not checked out, Overdrive just released a new app about 6 months ago called Libby on iPhone and on Android, and it's fantastic. It's very, very good. And just recently Google started listing, if you look up a book in Google and it's available in Overdrive in your library system, they'll show that and link to it.
Yeah, if you have a question, please line up at the microphone so we can hear your question. That's the big thing, hear your question.
I just want to ask Damon about the new service with BookFunnel about selling books. Could you tell us a bit about how you see us using that and why you built it? Just
sure.
This is surprising, exciting.
Sure. So when we opened our doors 2 years ago, the number one feature we got was, can I sell my books from wherever and have BookFunnel handle the delivery? So that's the part that we do really well. We handle the delivery to all the different devices. We handle a huge array of devices, and we handle all the support if your readers have trouble. So a month ago, we launched a sales platform where you can actually sell your books yourself and then let us handle the delivery. So we do all the hard part. You keep the money. And the reason we built that wasn't actually so that you could just put a button up on your website and say, hey, now I sell my books myself. We actually saw it as more of a way to reach your readers directly through exclusive content, exclusive offers that you only give to your fans, right? So building super fans by saying, hey guys, here's a short story. I wrote it, here it is, it's 99 cents. It's only for you guys. And then we have seen the most successful authors that are really crushing on BookFunnel are the ones who are offering exclusive content to their readers, things that they can't get anywhere else. So when you write that prequel novella, they don't put it up on Amazon. Instead, they can only get it if you join their mailing list. And what you're getting there is by offering it at the back of your books, you're getting those fans who reach the end of the book and actually wanted to go and download the prequel. So it's not something that they have up on offer where it's just, here, get it, everybody sign up for my list. They're not necessarily trying to encourage people to sign up for free. So the sales platform was so that people could build ways to create a discounted box set that you don't actually offer anywhere else. Amazon, when you're pricing things, if you're above $9.99, in most cases, there are exceptions, but if you're above $9.99, you're not getting, not 70%, you're getting 35% of that sale. And so authors want to be able to put together a 6-book box set and offer it from their own website, offer it to their own list, and still have the delivery work. And that's where we come in and do that. And so we've already seen authors doing really, really cool stuff, selling paperbacks, selling signed paperbacks from their website, and then us delivering a companion ebook that comes with it. So you get, some of the authors are doing pre-releases where they sell the paperbacks before the book is actually published everywhere in ebook form, and they're delivering the free ebook along with the paperback, because most people buying paperbacks are actually doing it for collector's editions and not because they plan to read the paperback. And so we have several KU authors that offer the sale to their list for a couple of weeks before it goes exclusive, so that they hit those readers who are on their list that love their books that aren't necessarily in KU or don't, for one reason or another, like Amazon. So here, you can buy it directly from me. In 2 weeks, it goes exclusive, so get it while you can.
What are the genres that do well wide?
I'll go ahead and start on that. For us, we've seen romance. There's just a huge romance market out there. Mysteries and thrillers, some sci-fi, but then you kind of have to look at subgenres. But in general, romance, sci-fi, and mysteries and thrillers, there's enough room for you to be making at least half your income from everywhere else but Amazon.
Yeah, I would say it's different every retailer in every country, which is kind of exciting, especially if you are writing in multiple genres. You can be picking up more income globally from different countries. With Kobo specifically, as a broad rule, our top genres are romance, what we call heavy romance, erotica, mystery, thriller are our top. But we also do really well with fantasy.
So I use Draft Digital. Do you have any ETA or information about your ability to get on Google Play? It's like the only one I'm really waiting for.
We don't. We've been talking to them for a long time and really have not made any meaningful progress because they haven't been willing to negotiate on pricing control. And we're not willing to put you in a position where Google might lower your price and then Amazon might match it and then Google might lower it again and your book might end up free over a weekend. Because we've seen that happen to people as we've watched on K boards and different Facebook groups, and that's just not a good place to be. We continue to talk to them, but I don't have any ETA on it yet.
Brian Cohen, Selma Book Show News. This is a Kobo question. So, Christine, what are the benefits of authors using Kobo and going direct on Kobo? And what are the benefits for readers who buy on Kobo, especially those coming in for the first time? Why would they jump over to Kobo? Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. It's almost like we had beers yesterday, Brian.
That was Brian Cohen from the
Okay, so the benefits of coming direct. Number one, it's easy. It's so easy. If you are used to uploading anything, if you're used to using any kind of easy, you just type in your basic information and you're good to go. Your book is live to Kobo readers globally, usually within 3 hours. Number two, if you have a problem, we are a team of people who work hard to connect with you as people. That is our number one priority. We designed this platform with authors in mind, and we try, we're Canadian, we're very friendly, but we really are, and we care, We really, really try to support authors and treat you as business partners. We value you. We really try to make that personal connection and work for you. So you're not going to get an automated response. You're going to get the people on my team helping you reach readers. So that's a personal touch that we really strive for. You're going to get your full royalties. If you price your book $2.99 and up, you get 70%. We have no price cap. Something some authors do is they put big box sets up. I'm talking like $20 to $50, and they get 70% of those sales. And those books sell. So you're reaching a different kind of customer who's used to looking at different kinds of prices. And then you're going to reach readers who are used to reading on Kobo. You as an author don't necessarily have the power to bring readers over from where they're used to shopping. And in countries where they don't have Amazon or don't have KU, so you're just never going to reach those readers, period. So if you want to reach readers where they're reading, you have to be available wide. And all of our new customers get a $5 credit, which is what Brian was leading me into saying. But you can basically say, get my book for free if you want to read on Kobo, $5 credit. So that's a really easy pitch to get someone to sign up for a new account. We have free apps on phones or tablet. It's very easy to use from a user perspective. Thank you, Brian.
And I'm going to second how wonderful Kobo folk are to work with. Christine happened to start working for Kobo when I had just met Mark Leslie and done a thing with him in my hometown, and he helped me. I mean, here's the lead guy. He helped me fix the errors in my EPUB and got me to write a blurb for a blog post for Kobo Writing Life, and they were just amazing. And so they are wonderful, lovely people who will help you. So what I wanted to ask is what do you see happening in the worldwide markets? Because I've been wide from the beginning, and that's just part of who I've decided to be. And what's coming down, especially with Kobo, in terms of opening up new markets?
Yeah, great question. Thanks, Rob. So we're always opening new markets. That's something really exciting that we do with the power of Rakuten and just being a global leader. We are first in a bunch of countries, and we continue to do that. So one area of huge growth we're seeing is in the Netherlands. We have a partner called Bol there. In the Netherlands, they have a huge piracy problem. Like, we think we have piracy issues here. They're used to paying nothing for books. They steal their books, they get them for free. So we launched Bol, we call it Kobo Plus. It's our, Kobo Unlimited, if you will. But it's a subscription service that lets readers download books and subscribe with a better payout structure than what KU offers. We have a different kind of payout split. It's not page reads, it's borrows divided by the number of users on the platform, so you get better royalties from it. So we're always just trying to build on that, and we're hoping to expand that system to other countries where we have similar problems. Like I could see somewhere like India where they're also used to paying absolutely nothing for books. So that's another thing for going wide. Each of the retailers, you never know what we're going to be doing, and if you're not in those retailers, you're not going to get those opportunities. Something to think about.
My question is for Damon. I wanted to see if you could talk about the newsletter swap feature on BookFunnel. Is it kind of left for the authors to collaborate on, or?
Sure. So one of the biggest differences between that we do is that we give the power to the authors to decide who they want their giveaways going to. So creating a group giveaway really is one where you join with other authors in your group in your genres, and we have found that to be the most effective way to find readers rather than just sort of randomly reaching out to large groups of people. People doing newsletter swaps and sending it to their newsletters, and everybody's all in a very narrow genre, be it cat cozy mysteries or whatever genre that you happen to be narrowly defined in, is a much better way to find the readers that are in your specific genre rather than just targeting broadly. So the authors themselves are the ones doing the work. BookFunnel doesn't actually give a push. We don't have a reader list or anything, and we do that on purpose because what that means is that when readers sign up for your mailing list, we don't also take them for our mailing list. We don't have a mailing list. So our motto is your books, your readers, and we stick by it.
So kind of going back to the pricing a little bit, you mentioned that with the box sets, you don't have a cap at Kobo. In general, what pricing strategies are currently working for going wide? Is first free still a good option, or what are authors doing successfully?
I would say free person series is huge. From our numbers, the series with a free person series generate about 3 times as much revenue as the series that don't have that. We encourage everyone to have a lot of pricing points, so have bundles, have stuff that's higher price, have the really big bundles. Like Kobo, we don't have a cap, so we can send box sets that are $29.99 to nearly all of our places. Have those to appeal to different merchandisers for different types of promotions. It gives them a much bigger percentage off, like gives you more room to work with if they want a deal for their readers. My personal opinion, and I haven't been able to run all the math to prove this, but I feel like you should probably have one free person series, but if you have multiple series, I would switch which free first you have. You want something that introduces readers to you as an author, or your platform, or your brand, but not necessarily have a free person series for every series. Price-wise, I would say it's all over the place. For each genre is different, so I don't like giving specific information about it's like a random number. But looking at your genre, like for romance, $3.99 is the price point that works best from what we've seen. We have territorial pricing, and we let you set a different price per currency, and we highly recommend people do that because it gives you an opportunity to. There are markets that just will support higher price points, like Australia, Canada, etc.
Yeah, I definitely echo everything that you said. We do see like a step ladder working well still, so either free or 99 cents, and then book 2, $2.99 or $3.99, and then higher from there, $4.99, $5.99 if you have a lot of books in your series. But that's not going to work for everybody. I encourage you to try something and not just leave it there, to experiment, measure the effects, go back, try something new, keep your audience interested. I'd say the authors who've been wide for a long time are sitting at much higher price points now and still selling books. So like every book in the series is $5.99 and they're still selling at that price point. And yeah, you'll sell fewer copies, of course, but they're getting 70% of each of those sales. So it's worth it in total.
I have a D2D question. I've been wide for a couple of years now, and I think when I started, D2D didn't exist, so I'm in Smashwords right now. And I'm kind of, it's inertia, it's working, and I'm not seeing a great reason to move it, but I'm wondering if there is a great reason that I'm missing, that I should switch over, because D2D seems to be the thing to do now. So I'm curious.
We have so many tools now that Smashwords does not. For a long time, people moved over to us primarily because we paid monthly, and Smashwords didn't until recently. But our EPUB generator, amazingly, does not require a 150-page book to explain how to use it. Another reason people, once they try our system, move over is because we have our automated in-matter tool where we can generate your also buy list. So we make sure we're sending each retailer a list of all your other books with links so that the reader can just finish your book and click on the next book that are specific to that retailer. And when you add a new book, we'll just automatically update all your old books so you don't have to go through and do that because it's very time consuming. We now go to some places that Smashwords does not. They go to some places we don't go to yet. But we've had a ton of people move over. There's really no reason why you can't be on both platforms. And we don't really, we like Smashwords for some of the stuff they do, and some people sell books on their bookstore. So. Formatting. Yes, so we just added EPUB templates so we can make your EPUBs really beautiful. So that includes drop caps, that includes graphics. When you can log on to our site, and again, this part is free. Like no matter if you're not using Draft to Digital, you can log in, format your book, and then download the files and upload them wherever you want to, and print layout. And so you get to convert your Word document, see what it looks like in the browser, and then you can download it.
I just want to comment as an unbiased person, just to say that I feel like when you go with an aggregator, you're trying to save time, right? That's the whole thing. You're giving up 15% of your royalties to make your life easier, and Draft to Digital really takes that seriously. As a more unbiased person, to see you guys are really invest time and energy in innovating and supporting your authors, and I feel like you really do a great service for the indie community.
Hey again. Question for all three of you. Audible currently, if you go through the ACX platform, requires a 7-year exclusive agreement if you want to get 40% royalties versus 25% royalties. So to make up that difference, what are you three trying to do and your companies trying to do to make it worth it to not go exclusive with audio in the future?
Another great question. So Kobo just launched audiobooks 2 months ago. It's a brand new product on our site. It's a free month trial if you sign up, and then it's cheaper than Audible if you use it. I'm just back from maternity leave, so I'm getting familiar with the whole audio process too in the project. Our goal by next year is to have an uploader in the Kobo Writing Life dashboard where you can just upload your audio file. So if you have one, you can bring it to us. And then we're also working on building more partnerships with production companies so that you can get a deal if you go to them and then bring your file back to us. So for right now, we're offering a deal with Listen Up where you can go to KWL and you get a discount off of their regular rate, but we're working on building on that and creating more opportunities. So that's like a 2018 question for us, but something to stay tuned, because I do think audio is the next big opportunity, and it's been coming for a long time. So it's about time for things to go wide with that as well.
We just partnered with Findaway Audio. Findaway's been around for over a decade. They, if you've ever heard of the Playaway devices, like at a library, they started making a device that was basically like a single-use iPod that's just a book on this little device. It sounds crazy, but it took off in libraries because they could replace, books full of CDs that would get scratched and broken. And then in the military, a lot of military installations bought them because there was no security risk like there might be with the iPods. They could be used as a USB device. So they've known narrators. They've had contracts with libraries all over the world. They're working with Kobo to be in the Kobo audio program, with iBooks to be in iBooks Audio now that that's no longer an exclusive arrangement with Audible. And then a whole lot of different systems. They distribute to Overdrive, they distribute to Scrib. So they are really working on making it possible to get your audiobook wide in the same way we're working on getting your digital book wide. Another aspect of what they're doing to try to increase the audiobook world is they're trying to get production costs down, and so they can also help you with producing your audiobook, and they're getting the cost down. They've got several projects now that are more like $200 a credit hour, and a lot are a completed finished hour rather than 300 plus. So we've been working on that. We think audio is a huge opportunity for authors.
So we don't yet do audiobooks, but after our sales request for sales features, the second most requested feature on BookFunnel is audiobooks. And in particular from a lot of our authors that are in KU, because while they're in KU, they can't do anything with their ebooks, but they can run promotions, they can do really cool things with their audiobooks because they're not locked up if you didn't go the exclusive route for the extra 15%. So we have authors who want to be able to give away the first audiobook for free. That's typically an author who has a lot more audiobooks and is willing to put out that first one. But also authors who want to do samples or want to give away a small novella as an audiobook. Their readers who do audiobooks are very, very dedicated to their audiobooks, and they have no interest in your ebooks at all. So they really want to be able to reach those readers who are into audiobooks and be able to hand that out for free. And then we also want to build a platform now that we have sales so that authors can sell their own audiobooks directly from their site. Because if you're not exclusive, then you have that power to control your audiobooks and do anything that you want to do with them.
Hi guys. I just wanted to make one comment for us, one question, and that is I actually am a Y in the author, And for those of you who are thinking about it, I just want to say one thing, like one word, which is freedom. That's very important to me, especially with kind of the craziness, with sort of some of the craziness happening right now with Amazon, which kind of scares the crap out of me. I'm very happy I made that decision, and I'm not going back. Anyhow, this question is actually for Damon. What would you say to Insta-freebie author to persuade them to use BookFunnel?
So the biggest advantage that Insta-freebie has is their list. They have a huge list of readers, but what we have found is a lot of our authors actually use both. They will get the readers on Insta-freebie, they give them a link to BookFunnel to actually go download the book, and about 50% of the Insta-freebie readers end up downloading the link from their book from BookFunnel. But the biggest thing that I would say is that a lot of the readers, at least from what our authors have told us, and some of the ones who have sort of come over, the refugees from Insta-freebie, have said that while they have a big reader list, most of those readers have been trained to only expect everything for free. And so once they get on your list, that's really all that they want. And I don't really have a lot of data to say that BookFunnel's readers are any different, but we do try to push a very different message, which is that you should be taking those readers wherever you get them from. The best thing you can do is bring them in organically from the back of your book. Because you know that those readers actually read your book and then wanted to be a part of your list, be it because you offered something free or even if you didn't offer something free, but they wanted to be on your list because they did read your book. But beyond that, what you should be trying to do is figure out, you want to be getting readers that actually love you, and so by using the different tools that we offer, be it discount box sets, discount sales, or even just freebies, to find those readers on your list that are actually your super fans. And you can take readers, even ones who only want free stuff, and turn them into super fans. People that are willing to buy books, they're just not willing to buy yours yet because they're not your fan. When you get those readers onto your list, you have a lead. You have somebody who could potentially be your fan or your reader, but they're not actually yours yet. They just decided to join your list so they could get your free book. But now you need to do more to try to convert them into a fan. And so we really push that narrative more, that it's not just about getting people on your list, it's about getting those people and then using tools to turn them into super fans.
Last question.
Thank you.
I have a Kobo related question. Do you have a way to advertise books on Kobo similar to Amazon with the keywords?
Great question. So we don't have like a Kobo marketing services per se. What we do have is a promotions tool within the Kobo Writing Life dashboard where you can go in and choose promotions that we push out on our website and in emails to customers, territory specific around the world, and you apply with your own books to those promotions and we push them to our customers. So the promo power is in your hands and we charge very, very small fees for them, or it's a royalty split where you pay 10% of the royalties that you make. And a lot of those we've designed specifically so that you don't have to change your prices across retailers because we know that's a big problem. A lot of it will be like a 30% off sale where you don't change your price, it's just a promo code at checkout, or it's a buy more, save more, where it's like buy 3, get 1 free. So your prices stay the same everywhere else. And I've been hearing a lot of really great things from authors using the BookBub marketing, specifically for Kobo, to target Kobo readers, and I've been hearing that it works well for free books and 99-cent books. Thank you so much. And I just wanted to say, if you want to find out more about us, you can go to kobo.com/writinglife, and you can also email me directly. My email address, ready for this? cmunroe, M-U-N-R-O-E, @kobo.com. Get in touch with me. I mean it. I want to hear from you. And you have the power to start a new revolution. If you want to take your books wide and make money globally, you have the power to do it. I want to see you do it, and I want to see you succeed, and we're going to help you do it.
Because I'm a business geek and also a Polo convention director, privilege, and even though we're out of time, real quick for cash flow. When do you pay your royalties based on when the money accrues?
So we pay monthly, 45 days after each month. Thank you. Directly into your bank in the currency of your choice where you live.
D2D?
We pay monthly. Basically, I think most of ours are 30 days, except for Kobo, it's the 45. We do have a couple that are like maybe 200, like some of the smaller services.
If you are using our sales platform, we don't collect the money. The money is actually done through the various sales platforms that you can use. We handle the delivery. So the money is actually going straight to you, and BookFunnel doesn't take any cut of that at all.
Superb.
Since Kobo made, what's your contact information?
You can find me at danwood@draftdigital.com. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook. Dan Wood OK is my Twitter handle, and you can always find me on Facebook.
BookFunnel.com, Damon at BookFunnel.com.
Let's hear it for this great panel. Go about going wild.